You love complaining. Complaining's the best. Friend games? Alright, where are we? Oh, this is the same save? Okay. Oh yeah, look at my head. This is my head. Alright, we should probably fix that. We could put a little thing in her hair. Look, I have a little flower in my hair. Alright, what were we doing? Check the footage on the film reel. Okay, so, alright, we need to go do that. Hey, baby, I gave you tons of, oh. When's the last time she went OUT? Two hours ago? No, you're fine. We'll go in an hour. Cute. Cute. Your Taco Bell? Ryan, you have to tell us what you got in your Taco Bell. Sophie, my angel from above. Do you want to sit up here? Come here. Come on. Come on. Do you want to get up here? Or what? You just want chip. I'm not giving you any more. I gave you like 4. I'm not giving you any more chip. You're gonna start gaining weight and then people are gonna look at me like I'm a bad mom. Don't look away. Get up here. What do you want? Sorry, I'm having a conversation with my daughter. Yes? Come here. Get down. Come here. Down. Did you get a large dirty Pepsi? No, we got a Baja Blast. Crunch wrap with jalapeno and guac. Ooh. Alright. You just want attention? I know. Mommy's been streaming for so long. And you haven't gotten attention. I know. I'm so sorry. Your life is so hard. I know. I know. I know. Guys, her life is so hard. Life is so unfair for her. Sophie is suffering. Stop. Hey. Why don't you sit with me for a little bit, huh? You've been pacing back and forth. You were barking earlier. Why don't you sit here for a bit, huh? Why don't you take a moment? Hmm? You guys can't see her, but... Okay. Ooh, sorry. You're fine. You just sit here for a little bit, okay? Cool your jets. Cool your jets. Hey! Those jets better be cool. Hey. What did I just say? You need to calm down. You just want tortilla chip and I've given you 4. That's like a whole tortilla. And I gave you a piece of a tortilla earlier. And you've gotten like 6 treats today. And you got a bone. And you got your dental chew. That's a lot. And you were fed. Yeah, I know. It's all adding up, huh? Why don't you sit? This is the most spoiled dog in the world. Alright. Little baby. She's a little baby, is she? And a lot of and. Yeah, Chappa, she's very spoiled. I want you to know this is one of... I know, like, I've been streaming all day and stuff. She gets so much love and so much pets and kisses and TREATs. She is loved. Oh, shit. I am spoiled. Yeah, I'm telling them. Wait, I'm telling them. I am. I'm telling them. Of course I'm telling them. Why wouldn't I? Hey. What do you want to do? Fine, have a fit. I don't care. You have water. You're fine. Wait, you didn't even eat your dinner. Wait, I see the meat in the bowl. No, I'm not giving you a tortilla chip. I see your actual food in the bowl. She didn't eat any of her actual dinner. No wonder you're hungry. Look. It's so funny because I just said that to her and she looks away. She's like, I don't hear it. I'm not giving you anymore. You're fine. Sorry. She always has to get the last kiss, yeah. It's like the last word, basically, when we fight. What chapter are you on? I'm either at 8 or 9. I'm either at 8 or 9. I don't know. Oh, just kidding. I'm an idiot. I'm at phase 5. Never mind. I don't know why I thought 8 or 9. Where did that come from? Thank you for the follow. I don't know why I thought that. Yeah, Sophie is a diva. She is. I love that dog so much. Hi, Zand. That's why I'm trying to find... That's why I literally want... If I was gonna get her a friend, like, I want the same breed. So they can be, like, so close in temperament, you know? It's been good. We just started Fatal Frame 4. Earlier we were doing Dino Crisis 3, and then we had our little sponsorship dinner break moment, and then Fatal Frame 4 for the rest of the night. I wanted to finish it today, but I don't know if we will. It's almost 9 hours into the stream. I thought we'd be... Jesus. Oh my god. And my friend's a ghost now. That was good. Good one, good one. Come on, lunch. $4,000 fucking damage. Is that bad? Wait, what is that bad? You missed Dino Crisis 3? Don't worry, we're gonna finish it tomorrow. It's a lot longer of a game than I thought. I wonder if Misaki was able to find her special friend, the one who was always talking about when we were young. I think I knew even then. I knew that I was just a plaything, taking the place of her special friend. I knew when I went to live with Misaki and her family that I was nothing more than a replacement. Misaki was always so afraid of remembering her friend, so afraid. I found it hard that she didn't have time for me. I would have been so much happier if she could have just forgotten about her friend, left it in the past, and gone on with the present. I'm going back to my room. Misaki, you go back to your room too. Go be with your friend. You can remember now. Go on, it's okay. It's okay. The two of you can die together. It was not okay. It wasn't actually okay at all. You saw a real great video on the Titanic? What did you learn? You're being a little memer? Are you gonna kill us, Mundy? Are you gonna kill us with a gun? Is that what you're gonna do? Oh my god, Mundy, it wasn't okay? Oh, I thought you were saying that you're the friend that was the ghost. Something to look forward to? Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll start early tomorrow too. He's got a gun! I thought Mundy was saying he was the friend that was the ghost, and I was like, oh my god, Mundy. You're like, it's not okay actually. You guys can go die together? Alright, we need to find clues about the girl. It just says find clues. I wonder if we have to go to the room. Chicken nuggets, yummy! We love chicken nuggets. You're saying your silly little Marvel Force. Crazy. Crazy. 70's the highest level. You're gonna go higher than 70? This guy's fucking crazy. Covered a whole lot of the atmospheric conditions at night affected the lookout's visibility. Yeah. Absolutely. Plus also, there was like a difference, change in staff. Because one of the captains that boarded oh my god, Captain Smith constantly did the White Star Line's first voyages, maiden voyage shifts, for the White Star Line, and he was asked to do this one for Titanic, and he came aboard, and he said he wanted to bring his first-hand officer with him from his previous, voyage, and so what had happened was that, Murdoch and then a couple ended up falling in place with that because Murdoch was supposed to be first officer, but he ended up being, I think, second, and so and it kind of fell in that order. So then the guy that actually had the key for the binoculars for the bird's eye nest, he ended up not being on the ship because they didn't need him anymore, because like I said, it was like a descending hierarchy from that because they didn't need the staff. So they didn't have binoculars that night. Because it was locked. It was like a silver case. Wasn't it? It was like against the wall, I think. Oh, oh. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. If it adds an aura. Zand, you have until Sunday. And it's gone forever. gosh. Sorry. Oh, I got a text. It's fine. Alright, we're good. They also explain how the two radio men didn't work for the cruise liner, but the radio company, and they weren't incentivized. Typically, yeah. I would say, though, so they worked for Marconi. I would say, though, so it was... Who it was? Jack Phillips and Harold Bride, I think? I think Bride was second in command. I think Jack was first. I think he was senior. They actually stayed until they cooperated. They, I think Harold survived. I think Jack passed. But they stayed until, like, the room was flooding, so they cooperated. But yeah, they're, like, contracted out. So they're not part of, like, the crew for the ship. They're gonna be, like, it's like contract work. Hey, Peter, how you doing? What? I guess we're gonna go to the rooms? I guess? It just says search for clues. This might not be the correct floor, but... We'll go to the rooms and check first, and if not, I guess we'll try the elevator again. What's going on, Ripple? What's going on? What are you asking for forgiveness for? What's going on, Ripple? Cooperate? Cooperate. This is that. Should I go to Madoka's room? It's very interesting to hear about it. I love the Titanic. It's my special interest. I talk about it at least multiple times a month. I can't stop talking about it. I think it's so interesting. There's always more and more stuff I don't know. I think Part 2 remake definitely looks better. Or second game. You're getting psychological. Or philosophical. Sorry, I don't read that psychological. I'm tired, my eyes! Always permission. Breaking up piece by piece, Feels good to break apart. The important things break and new memories are broken. The toys they gave me, Misaki and the mirror all break. Nice, feels so good to break apart. But Blank came to see me. Blank is my special friend. Blank is my special friend, so I feel even happier. Blank is my special friend, so we can be together forever. I'll get better if I'm with Blank. Hope everyone gets better soon. When they do, we can all play outside again. 3 girls, is one of them me? As in the movie? You gotta watch the video. Oh, I would love to watch it. I love watching Titanic stuff. And I hated that. Is it Smith? I think it was... Or is Smith the other one? No, it is Smith. Do you know about the Californian? It's the thing... It makes me the angriest. Captain Lord. Maybe I can go back to my room? I can go this way. It sits at the bottom of the ocean. Crazy. Did you see that they were like making, I don't know if it actually ended up happening, but they were remaking the ship and they were going to like a complete replica of the actual ship Obviously with better like safety precautions and whatnot, like modern technology. But and then they were gonna have like first, second class, third class, and then they were gonna have staff, and they dress like in the old timey fashion and whatnot. It's like kind of like a role play ship, and it's like, oh my gosh, the amount of money, thousands probably to get a ticket to be on that ship. But like, oh my god, I was instantly like, I would love to work on that ship. Holy shit, I would love if I could work on it. So nuts. And it was gonna make this, it's gonna make the same voyage that it did, docking at it, you know, the UK into to New York City. Yeah, so cool. And then people were like, oh my god, this would be horrible. And I'm like, technology is way better, like it's fine. Are you kidding me? But I think it'd be so cool because I would never be able to afford a ticket to like experience that, but if I could work it, but they're probably gonna get like people with insane experience, you know. But it is really cool. Or should it go smoothly? Yeah. Hopefully. Cause a tragedy. Yeah. I mean, should they have had more boats? Absolutely. Like, you know, safety boats, like, yeah, they should have. But there's like so many, all the policies that we have are just like bathed in blood, right? That's how that works. Horrible things have to occur in order for us to learn. It's terrible, but it's true. Like, for example, so them communicating with other ships. So because they were in Marconi, for example, they're contract workers on these ships. They're not a part of staff. They would have, their shifts were like regular shifts. It was like, oh, I got up in the morning, I clocked in, did what I had to do, clocked out, I went to bed. So there wouldn't be like some kind of 24-hour rotation where somebody was always on call, God forbid, some emergency or whatever occurred, where they had to communicate with other ships, like if one was sinking. They didn't have those kind of policies. You just like went to bed. So then nobody would be on, like, why the fuck did we do that? Like now we can acknowledge and think like people need to be on a 24-hour rotation, right? Like, that's why we have skeleton crews. That's why we have like, right? Because God forbid, not everybody can just go to bed. But that's not how it worked back then. Also, like distress calls. So if a certain, I don't know what color it is, but if a ship deploys like a firework, there's like designated colors now for what the fuck it means. Because before it was like it could mean anything. There was no designated color. So, like, for example, Titanic was putting out different flares, and so the Californian was, like, confused. I don't know. Our policies are bathed in blood. Leonardo DiCaprio's gonna go on the ship! Myself. I'm comfortable. Gotta push the pilk with my knee. No. Hey, monkey. You got new shoes. It's exciting. It's a shame. I should say most policies we have are bathed in blood. Some blood that's being spilled right now. Policies aren't being made against it, and it pisses me off. But that's how most policies are made. Like, think about, probably as an afterthought here, but so like food safety regulations and medication regulations where you're like, there's a seal on medication. Why is that? Because there was some crazy guy that put arsenic in Tylenol and it killed like 8 people in a family because they happened to get that pill bottle. That's why we have that. Same with like food seals and whatnot, like for juice and stuff, because somebody was trying to poison people or being gross. If you want to look at like hotels, why do hotels now lock up their shampoo and conditioner? Well, it's because people were fucking coming in them and being disgusting, so they have to lock it up. So it's like literally every policy or safety measure that we have, even if it's like a small afterthought, it's because something horrible or disgusting happened. So yeah, the more you know. What? That's so gross. Alright, so we gotta go to the wheelchair. Okay. Hey, Sydney, how are you? Designated players. We're smart, but so stupid. Well, because we weren't thinking about it. We were like, you know. Like, red could mean this, white could mean that. Who knows? Like, I know that was a big conversation with the California, and they were like, they were putting up white and red. They could just be saying hi. Who knows? Never using. No, it's locked up now. But yeah, people are like gross. So, like, okay, for example, I don't know if you saw on TikTok recently. This is so disgusting. Like, what the fuck is wrong with her? She was like some kind of influencer, and she was talking. She was giving like. This is so gross. Very sorry. Didn't mean to like make this disgusting, but she's some fucking influencer, and she was talking about like travel tips, how to, you know, trips when you travel and you're in hotels. And this is so gross. Again, I say, she was like, if you have dirty underwear, don't worry about it. This is a good way to, like, you know, sterilize them, make them clean. She was like, get the coffee maker in the hotel room and boil the water and put your underwear in the pot. And she put this on TikTok, like it was entirely filmed, and the hotel saw it and sued her. Obviously, they threw out every coffee maker in the entire hotel, and they refunded a bunch of people that were staying at the hotel at the time, because the people that were staying there at the hotel or after her were like afraid, and they were like, oh my god, this is so disgusting, we used the coffee maker, you know. So they refunded them. She got sued. This just happened, by the way. Like, this is like a couple months ago. I think like maybe the case is still open. It's still like happening as is. But yeah, it's like, so now I think they're just like getting rid of coffee makers or something. They're gonna lock up the coffee maker, so, or they're gonna make it into like a Keurig type of thing, so it's like you can't fucking mess with it, because people are fucking disgusting. What the fuck is wrong with people? Anyway, so that that just happened recently. So now it's like we're gonna have to lock up coffee makers, or maybe we're just not gonna have them in hotels anymore because people are fucking gross. Not that I was using them anyway, because I was like, people are gross, but still. Hotel shampoo, yeah. But you never connected it to the small shampoo bottles? Yeah. They had to. Because people are disgusting, and they ruin it for everyone else. Everything that we have is bathed in blood or something gross. Clickbait? No, like, it's real. Like, she's getting sued, and the hotel had to come out with a public statement apology. It was like a Hilton or something, and be like, we're so sorry. We had no idea that this was happening, and it cost them millions of dollars, and they had to throw out all the. It's like, it's not clickbait. Like, that happened. Yeah, disgusting. Ugh. You probably find the video. That's not women for you. Don't make this a sexist thing, Swolfie. Anybody can be disgusting. Men come in fucking shampoo bottles. That's men for you. You know, like, ugh. People are just gross. Regardless of gender. Yeah, hotels are pretty gross. I mean, she moved her head. Right, what the fuck? Yeah. Anyway, that's enough of the grossness, but there you go. So people did. I don't know if tons of people did, but she did. So that's enough. Like, all it takes is one person doing something gross. Then now we have to change everything to make sure that that doesn't happen again, because God forbid, right? Who knows if everybody else was doing that? She could have been the very first fucking person. This could have been an original experience. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Now, because we have document that this fucking happened, this could happen. Now we gotta fucking change everything. That's how that works. She wasn't doing anything with the shampoo. She did something gross with a coffee maker. Because she's nasty. All it takes is one guy to come in a shampoo bottle. Where's the thing? Okay, here it is. Yeah, I don't have a healing item. I should have bought one. Sorry to anybody that just wanted to watch Fatal Frame and I kind of made you paranoid. Sorry. Quite the response. Yeah. All it takes is one. That's why public health exists. It's like the one person that poisoned the Tylenol, right? And a bunch of people died. So it's like, now we have to seal every single medication that we have ever. Because we don't want this to happen again. All it takes is one time, right? Gem story time. That chef's, ugh. Yeah, that's what people were saying too, Danny. They were like, just be a fucking normal person. Go to a laundromat or fucking wash it in the sink or something, or like in the bath. Like wash it there. You know what I mean? Like that would have been appropriate. Like in a coffee maker though, what the fuck? You're not the only one that stays in that room. You idiot. You're fine, Ripple. You can do whatever you want. They expect tainted food, yeah. They'll like mess with your food, which is disgusting and very illegal. Can I go here? Oh, oh! Tamper-proof wrapping seal. Mm-hmm. Because you never know. Because people could be gross. But yeah, I don't know. Some perspective, I think. I think some people, like, we didn't always have seals on things. We didn't always have locks on stuff. We didn't always, we had to lose. Like, people used to keep their front doors unlocked in certain, like, suburbs. You know what I mean? Like, people were just naive, I think. But you were different. We have the same blood in our veins, but you were alive. That's why you had to die. Give the follow. If you can be alive, you can be dead too. We can go back to our little room together. You can stay alive while dying. The shell will close up tight. If you can stay alive while dying, the flowers will bloom. You are me, you are me. Place I blossom forever. Indoor pool. I did know that, actually. That's really cool. We've definitely evolved. Yeah, we're a lot smarter now. We're so stupid, but we're so smart. But yeah, sorry if anybody got grossed out. I'm not trying to gross you out, but it's kind of neat because then you could be like, oh god. We did that so fast. We're so good. What was I gonna say though? It's kind of interesting though, because then you can kind of gives maybe a little bit perspective, and you can kind of look around life and yourself and be like, well, why does this policy exist? Why is it like this? Why does this have to be locked out? Why? And it's just like, well, think about it for a little bit, because somebody ruined it for everybody. We are smart. Look, we just did a wrap around the moon. You know how crazy that is? Holy shit. We just mapped the whole fucking moon. Crazy. We're like, technologically, we're so advanced. It's insane. I can't believe that's even possible. We did a loop around the moon. I thought that if I accepted your feelings, it would be all over. I don't care anymore if you push me on purpose. I don't care that I can't walk. I forgive you for everything. I don't think I should be here because of me. You went into darkness. Because I let you, you'll never coming back out of the darkness. I understand that. You'll keep looking for me no matter where I hide. No matter where I run for all eternity. So I have no other choice. Can't wait to ruin something for everybody in advanced society. Good one. Burning down the warehouses. How can you lap the moon when the moon's flat? Yeah, you're right. The moon's flat. The moon's not fucking real, bro. The trend of people burning down the warehouses. Oh, like the guy that burned the paper towels. Yeah. It was like a protest, right? And the same astronauts who flew around the moon had toilet problems, I heard. Did they? The Earth is, idiots. Yeah. Get it straight. The moon is round. The Earth is where we have like an ice wall around us. I didn't say we were intelligent. Oh, we are intelligent, but we're the most technologically advanced we've ever been. We're the stupidest we've ever been. We're the smartest we'll ever be. It's crazy. Five? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just the one. Damn. Damn, I didn't know 5 were burned down. That's a lot of warehouses. How much stuff was lost? ...2007 version. This is 2011, I think. It's the one on Steam. So they remade it. Remake? Remaster? I don't know if that's the word I want to look. What is this one? No, 2023. 2023. They put it on Steam. Now to go back to the Titanic, I have a lovely underwear coffee machine. Oh yeah, that would be so cool, Mundo. That's like my special interest. I actually don't think I'm autistic, but if I was autistic, that's my autism special interest obsession. Constantly reading about it, constantly watching every documentary, all the media I can about it. I'm obsessed with the Titanic. I'm taking a break, Lakota. It was giving me a headache. Like all the turns of the angles was kind of giving me a huge headache. Technologic advancements, but not advancements in wisdom. No, we're so stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. I'm gonna finish Dino Crisis 3 tomorrow. This flat earth surge stuff probably started as someone trolling. I don't know. Like, do you guys remember... Oh, this is also another thing that I'm interested in. Heaven's Gate. Have you ever looked up Heaven's Gate? I mean, people are crazy. People are nuts. They all fucking killed themselves because they thought they were ascending to their higher being bodies. And that, like... People have always been a little nutty. The devices I have invented based on my personal theories have special blank to be handled. Here I record some... A spirit stone flashlight was created to restore the... This is kind of difficult. Crystal to blanks waves. Extremely powerful thoughts. Is there a mirage in the night of the sinking? Well, it's like... Some people think it's a mirage. Some people say it was clear. Some people say it was foggy. I mean, it really depends who you ask. Or what you're reading. Heaven's Gate is, that's a crazy one. I recommend looking up that. I think maybe you'll start to... Ooh, I love these kind of puzzles. Possibly, but it exhibits severe memory loss, increasing vagueness of self-identity, and fear of mirrors. Seen with the patient of room 412, Frozen Moon. Progression of symptoms is severe. Clearly connected. Complete recovery for female patients presenting the syndrome before 12 is very difficult. They often seem to have recovered but are vulnerable to relapses. Care must be taken to make thoroughly detailed records of our condition. Scheduled for experimental application of the procedure to be carried out on the patient of 412. This may provide clues on how to treat the patient. Addendum. Regarding her refusal to be parted with her special friends, since this allows to remain stable, do not force them apart. Alright, pause conversation, we got a cutscene. So we did something to her brain. Oh god, I gotta fight her. Sorry, I was reading what Mundo said. Oh my god! Hang on, I'm fighting two of them at once. I'll read chat in a second. That didn't work? And alright, she's dead, I think. I'm locked in! He's in the wall, though. I can't even get in there. He's in the wall. I can't get the second one because he's like in there. There we go. There we go. Alright, let me reach back. Hey, Hella. You had to pause the conversation. That's really funny though, Mundo.
Not about money.
Oh, thank you.
It's about sending a message.
Interesting person that received the sub, but thank you for the sub. Interesting name. Yeah, Heaven's Gate is really sad. Just because of lack of evidence. I mean, I guess if you're a religious person, sure. The Heaven's Gate cult members terminated. Yeah, they want to go to the UFO. That's why I better ship reforming itself for the 15th time. We need gem podcast. See you later, Mazza. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, I think I caught up to everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna play Pragmata next week. I did get my code, but I want to like dive into it, and Grace is coming, so I'm gonna wait till next year. Or sorry, next week. Bye. The only reason I brought up the Heaven's Gate thing is like you bring up flat earthers and stuff, and I just think like for Heaven's Gate took it, they believed in aliens and all this ascension and whatnot, and there were many times where it was proved to them in their group that it was not true, but they were so convinced, enough so where it cost them their lives. So I don't know, I tend to try to look at that of because it's kind of psychosis, isn't it? So you kind of a little bit more sympathy, I think, for people that believe that, because it's dangerous, and they're not in a healthy mental state, and it's easy to make fun of them, but they need help. Hi, Grace. Hi, Grace. Hi, pretty girl. Grace, did you hear about the woman? We're talking about how policies are bathed in disgustingness and blood. Did you ever hear about that lady that was like being so gross, and she, what's the word? She like put her underwear in a coffee maker. It was like a month ago. You agree with whatever I'm saying? Agree with whatever you're saying. Oh, okay. I just turned them. I see. So that has to be like that. I think. Or it could be like this. I'm so good at puzzles, guys. It's just like, it itches my brain. I like a pattern. Was she a flight attendant? I don't know what she was. Well, she didn't make coffee with it. Oh, yeah, Grace knows about that. She knows about that. Alright, what do we get in the box? Cast zinc key. You didn't know about men? That's why we have locked up hotel shampoo and conditioner, because people are gross. Or like we have the small like shampoo and conditioner bottles, like the one-time uses, because people are gross. Why did you think we had those? Because people are gross. Or they do disgusting things. Or they would pee in them. It doesn't have to be cum. It could be pee, it could be whatever. People are just gross. But yeah, there was a woman, she's being sued by the hotel, and the hotel, it cost them a lot of money. They threw away all their hotel coffee machines, and they refunded a bunch of people that stayed there. But she was like some kind of influencer or whatever, and she was talking about, she was traveling, she was staying at the hotel, and she's like, do you ever have like dirty underwear? There's a way that you can clean it. And she put it in the coffee pot underwear. She's like, you can boil this water and then you can put your underwear in it, it'll be clean. And she posted it on TikTok, and obviously people found out about it, and the hotel found about it, and they're suing her because it's disgusting. Well, Grace, you don't have to. That's why there's the single-use bottles, or they're locked up. It's because of that. Aw, Lakota. People are gross, yeah. Too much curiosity. Anyway, it's gonna cost her a lot of money. Yeah. I don't even know if that counts as like, if she could be charged with a crime for something like that. To be honest, I don't know how that works. Not sure. I mean, yeah, people pee in pools, right? So think of it like that. People are gross. The warped face in the mirror, the panic-inducing music that echoes through Getsu Hall. What kind of treatments were being carried out there? Why do the formal patients still haunt the corridors? With doubts and questions racing through her mind, Ruka reaches a familiar room. This was her room all those years ago. Alright, we're in phase 6. Pretty girl. Thank for the hydrate. You totally pee in the pool? I have peed in a pool before, absolutely. As a child, for sure. As a wee child, for sure. I've also peed in a lake. I've peed in the ocean. As an adult, I don't do that. You know why I don't do that? Because it's disgusting. 5 maidens. You can't take away that? That's gross. Don't pee in the pool. I am excited for Pragmata. I am. Is Spice... Are you excited for Pragmata? Is Spicy excited? No, maybe it was over here. Wii child? Yeah, I had a Wii. I had a Nintendo Wii, yeah. Adults are pooping in the pool. How am I gonna find the 5 maidens in the photo? I don't even know where that would be. That looks like one. Oh! I literally found it. How crazy. He's been playing it all day. Fuck, 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 fuck! I'm gonna play it when, after you leave. Play it next week. Okay. I'm maidenless? What do you mean? Don't use other people's water. That's another thing of like, I don't like eating other people's food. Like people would bring food in from like potlucks and stuff into the office, and I'd always be hesitant to eat it because I don't know what you fucking do in your house. I don't want to eat your food. So I just seem like kind of like bitchy, but I don't know. But I was the same way when I was a kid. I didn't want to eat other people's food. 'Cause, you know. Some people have their like cats and their animals on the counter. Some people don't wash their hands. I don't know, man. They drink pilk. That's sanitary. There's not dirt in the pilk. There's not cat hair in the pilk. Someone else's food, yeah. I don't trust other people. Especially with allergens and stuff. Yeah, that too. I don't know. Cooking's for people you love doing though. I would trust your food, Mundo. It's like you have to know somebody. You're like, okay, I don't think that you're disgusting. Like, I don't think you're gonna... But like people that bring in like an office food and it's like, I don't know you. Like, I'm not gonna eat your food. The visions take control of the brush in my hand. Back, silent, I'm not there. There is no one, there is nothing. My memory is painted black. Then that black is further blotted out, even darker. Nothing left but black. The visions only emerge from the canvas of absolute blackness. I burn my memory and return I receive the visions. They are brilliant, ever-changing like a kaleidoscope. Fixing these moments into place pierces my darkness with a blinding light. I know what you meant. You ordered it. Yeah, like, I don't do potlucks. Like, I don't. Nope. I'm not gonna touch that. I'm good. That's where we were. Food is fine to do it yourself, like cooking for yourself. Would you eat other people's food though? Like if somebody like brought in a plate of cookies, would you like eat one? Bake around the holidays. I hate when people bring in like Christmas cookies that they made or like them and their kids made, and I'm like, mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's gross. I have a video of my sister when she was younger. She was probably like 6 or something, and she was decorating Christmas cookies. And not that my parents ever like gave, like, if my mom liked she liked it when her kids crafted, like creativity and whatnot, so she would like let us paint a lot or let us decorate cookies with frosting and stuff. Like that was just something that she did, and we did it pretty frequently in my house. And so when she had Christmas cookies for Christmas, it was just like at home, and we just like, they look nice and we throw them away. Like it's just like a creative thing. So she'd have like a bunch of colors and stuff. And so my sister was like 6. She's like doing the cookies, icing them, and doing whatever she wants. And I was watching her, and I took a video. I have it on my PC. Maybe one day I'll share it. And I zoom in on her, and she's like decorating the cookies. And my mom was like, okay, like we have to get ready for dinner. So you gotta like be finished up, Audrey. Come on. And my sister's like, okay. And she's doing it. And she's like licking the frosting. Like it's getting everywhere. Like she's frosting all over her face and on her hands. And she's making these cookies, and she's like licking her hand and like touching the cookies. And I should show it to you guys. Like she's like it's disgusting. And I'm laughing, and I'm like recording her. I'm just like, this is so gross. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, kids sneezing. Oh, cute Ripple. Coworkers leftovers, so you know we get so busy we don't eat until after work. Sometimes my coworker's like, I'm starving. And I was like, oh, I have leftover Chipotle if you want, to be polite. And he goes like, fuck yeah, and devoured it. Well, yeah, at least you don't think I'm gross. Oh my god. That's nuts. Your coworker just ate the rest of your Chipotle bowl? That's kind of crazy, actually. That's actually nuts. Oh my god. I wouldn't do that. I love you so much, Grace. I don't think I'd eat the rest of your Chipotle bowl. I guess if I was starving. I don't know. You ate like a bite out of like a burrito though, and I ate the rest of it. Like, I feel like that's different. But a Chipotle bowl, you're like mixing it around, and your like fork is in different parts of it and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's so crazy. No, I did not eat those cookies. Like I said, nobody ate them. Nobody ate them. Yeah, like your spit is like all in that thing. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god. That's crazy. Yeah, that guy's just that guy's happier than us. That's for sure. But also like spit and like it kind of gross. That just grosses me out. But we're meant to be grossed out by spit, to be honest. It's like a evolutionary thing. Diary. I've been in the hospital a while now. I made friends with girls my age, and the nurses are very nice to me. I feel sad sometimes. Why does Daddy make me wear the masks? He wears them, but why do I have to? When the doctor plays the music for me, I start remembering scary things. I want to get better. I want to remember them for Mommy, but they're too scary. My house, the mask, my daddy. I see Daddy's back. He turns around. Uh-oh. Something tells me not good. The only thing Twitch has taught me is that you have to check Triviago. Is that your ass? Your liver is bleeding. That's a crazy name. How can I love Grace? Well, I ate the rest of her burrito, and she's definitely... I've taken a bite of something. Well, yeah, with the burgers. He cleaned your Tupperware by hand? That's so crazy. That's nuts. Alright, sounds good, Ripple. Spit isn't that gross. Well, you're supposed to be kind of grossed out by it at least. Because I like the, you know, disease, you know? Germs, disease, bacteria. So it's like evolutionary. We're supposed to be like grossed out by it. But then when we kiss, it's like obviously the innate want to breed and reproduce overcomes that. But if you're not in that state and you see and someone spits on you, you'll be like disgusted because, you know, obviously that's disgusting because bacteria, gross, disease. You're supposed to be grossed out by it. Hands if someone eats your Chipotle. You gotta hand wash your Tupperware. I gotta get new Tupperware. My Tupperware is scary. Maybe that's what I need to do next. My Tupperware is like stained orange. It's like plastic and peeling everywhere. Cause I only have a couple sets of Tupperware. I barely have any. And they look horrible. They look so bad. So I was gonna get the glass ones so I can stop, you know, eating little microplastics and shit, and they can stop looking like garbage. They look so bad, dude. The little bit of poop. Oh my god. I remember the little bit of poop discussion. I forgot how it went. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. We had this really lengthy discussion about sharing your partner's toothbrush or having poop on your arm. It ended up being a little bit of poop. Would you rather have someone shit on your arm and it's like sitting there for like you're just with poop on your arm for a bit, or would you rather share your partner's toothbrush? Just a little bit of poop. Like poop. Big poop on your arm. Like a little bit. Like just you have like a smear of poop. Like from here to here. You got a little bit of poop. A little bit of poop on you. Just poop. Like, and you don't know whose poop it is. That's important as well. Or share your partner's toothbrush. I said I'd rather share my partner's toothbrush because I'm already kissing them. So I'm like, I already have their spit in my mouth. I already have their plaque and they're disgusting. Like I already have everything that is in their mouth is already in my mouth. So I'm like, it doesn't change anything. Poop, you're not sharing that shit? It could be my poop. It's not your poop. How many would you rathers? We get into conversations. The toothbrush? Sharing the toothbrush? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Ryan picked the toothbrush too. Because I'm already like, I already have my partner's disgusting in my mouth. You know, if you morning kiss your partner ever, if you've ever like, or even just throughout the day, you get stuff in your mouth and you're kissing your partner, you already got stuff in your mouth. So it doesn't change anything. And like you can rinse out the toothbrush, put toothpaste on it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it doesn't bother me. I don't want shit on me though. That's like, I think if I had someone else's shit on my arm, I think I'd throw up. Like, I think I couldn't handle it. Like, I wouldn't be able to look at it, and I would be throwing up. Like, I don't think I could, and the smell, like, I don't think I could do it. I think I can't. I'd rather just get the toothbrush over with than, like, I don't think I can handle poop, like, some stranger shit on my arm. I couldn't do it. I don't want it. I don't want it. What about bird poop? Well, that's a bird. It's still gross though, but it's not human shit. Oh, I don't want human shit on me. Scale of how bad we don't want to do anything. I remember, yeah, it was like, just like extremes of things. Oh my god, I remember. I don't remember what the other things were, but we were taking it very like, well, would you rather do this or have poop on your arm? Would you rather do that or have poop on your arm? That's horrible. I don't know. Well, I don't know why we talked about gross stuff, actually. Oh, because I said policies were bathed in blood. All laws and policies were bathed in blood or something gross. That's how it happened. I don't know, Frosty. It's smeared shit, so... I don't think I couldn't handle the poop thing. Poop grosses me out. You're desensitized to poop. Well, they're little baby poop. This is like an adult poop. I've changed diapers too, but oh my god. There are a couple diapers that I changed to my brother and my sister when they were infants, and that was disgusting. I almost threw up on the baby. It was real bad. You know. Alright, it's missing a cog. Alright, we gotta get a cog. All this started from Titanic, yeah. So we need to find the cradle from the photo. The fuck is the cradle? No! Why is it a fingernail of poop? Why is the poop getting smaller and smaller? What the fuck? Sorry, Canny. You feel invalidated? I know there's more than 10 of you here. What the fuck? I'm looking for a cradle. What do you mean no brainer? To have the poop on your arm? What's wrong with share a croissant? They're scared to speak their truth. Just say what you want to say, guys. This is no judgment. I mean, both aren't great. It's not like we want to do either of these things. It's just, if you had to, what are you doing? Poop or toothbrush? To share a toothbrush? Gross old people spit on food. Do they? This guy hates his grandma. What do you mean old people are spitting on their food? I guess I'm not really around a lot of old people. Old people are like flies and they spit on their food to break it down. What are you talking about? Thank you for the follow. What old people are spitting on their food to break it down? I don't know. I'm not around a lot of old people, so. I don't like that last sentence. He says he can take me to places no one's seen before. You have take care of your friends on rough times. Poop is the least. Wait, so you've taken care of your friends have pooped and you've wiped their butt, Katinga? Is that what you're trying to insinuate? Would you rather have a finger for a nose or a toe for a finger? Or a nose for a finger? How would this even operate? I heard one that was like, would you rather your like hands taste everything? What is it? It's like if your hands were tons and then your tongue was a hand. I don't like either of that. Yeah, maybe finger for nose as well. Box underneath. Okay. Too sober for tonight's guy. Well, I'd fix it then. I don't know. I told you guys weren't ready for launch stream, Gem. I warned you guys. I said I don't think you guys are. We just talk about this stuff all the time. Hands for feet or feet for hands? Hands for feet. Hands for feet so much. I would be. Can you imagine? I'd be a force to be reckoned with. It would be so much faster. You gotta be brave. Hands for me and probably. Hands for feet is a buff. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's so much better. You kidding me? We love Launch Stream Gem. She's great. I'm not even that tired in this 10 hours. God, not having a job is fantastic. I might remember more if I played on the piano. Pilk! I got more Pilk raised. Do it again. I didn't. It's a pretty song. I like the song. Oh, am I in the past now? A Pilk addict? It's not that bad. This one's not that bad. The last one was really bad. I was making a face every time I drank it. This one, it kind of just like tastes like vanilla Pepsi, which I think it was the intent. I think that's what it was meant to taste like. I think whatever I drank last time was bad or like sour. Like I explained that it was like a root beer float, but like really sour. I think this was the intended outcome. Today I was playing in the garden and I heard a knock-knock noise from the workplace. I thought it was my daddy. I haven't seen daddy in a long time. Daddy always wears masks. I feel sad that he's not here to hug me or play with me. When I ask mommy when his work will be done, she never answers. The hell is Pilk? So, wait, I thought I told you this. So Taco Bell is making... This isn't my order, by the way. I was supposed to get a medium. It's Pepsi with milk in it, but it's like a vanilla milk. And they're calling it a dirty soda. And then Taco Bell's also selling dirty lemonade, which is like milk and lemonade. And then dirty Mountain Dew. So it's milk and Mountain Dew. And it's like a vanilla milk creamer with like whatever. And it's called dirty sodas. It's Pilk. It's like Pepsi and milk. Vanilla milk. I'm Pilk-pilled. Pilktified. My pilking. Is it yummy? This one's not bad. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but it's not bad, honestly. The last one was awful. The last one was so bad. We gotta get you one when you're here so you can try it. That's what we should do. We should stream it, and then we're gonna get all those chicken sandwiches, and we can stream it, and then we can also get you Pilk, and then you can try it and tell them what you think. Because you actually like Pepsi, so I don't know. We'll see what you think. What do you think about that? What do you think? You hated pilking? You don't like pilking? What's wrong with the pilks? Red pill, blue pill, or pilk? You're so down. It's gonna be so fun. Let's see if we actually do it this time and follow through on something we make one of the events we want to do. Let's see if we follow through this time. I hope so. We just get high and sit in my house for 4 days. I saw Ruka standing outside in the garden, bathing in the moonlight. I rushed out and held her in my arms, but she didn't even seem to notice me. She was just muttering to herself, her expression completely blank. As if this weren't enough, she started to show a fear of mirrors. Oh, this is when she started getting sick. I have to talk with Dr. Hebara about this before she buds. If I don't get to get her seen as soon as possible, it may be too late to save her. There's something I wanted to give to Ruka, but I don't think she's fit to receive it. I'll wait until she gets better and can show me her beautiful smile again. She's not doing so hot, is she? We're so good at laying around for days at a time. It's my favorite thing to do. He made Ruka try on masks in front of the altar, different kinds of masks. He made her do it. Is this the reason Ruka got sick? Did he do this to her? He's changed. He's been spending longer and longer at the workshop every day, and he comes home. He's such an indescribably heavy aura around him. I feel like the shadows in his eyes have darkened while the strange light behind them has grown brighter and more intense with each passing day. He sounds so impatient when he talks to me, like he hasn't got time to spare, but he won't even tell us what it is when he's chasing after. But whatever it is, he's clearly willing to sacrifice everything for it, even us. What drives him? Just thinking about it makes my heart, a heart that wants so much to trust him, tremble in fear. Will my Soya come back to me when this work is finished? No, he's never coming back. He's not ever coming back. That's what I've come to think. He's no longer the Soya I once knew. The Soya I once fell in love with and had a child with. Our child. I have to get Ruka away from him. So my dad made me sick? What the fuck, Dad? What the fuck? It is the best kind of weekend. We had, last time she was here, we had designated doom scroll time. It was great. No, I would never do that, Monkey, because I don't have milk in my house. I do have strawberry milk in my house right now, but that's a one-off. That, like, never happens. But I typically never have milk in my house. Nice hops. Exactly, Mundo. Exactly. Alright, Mundo, come on down. Come hang out with us. Bring Lemmy too. Everyone can just sit in my house. Jeebus will be here as well. Photo of my father. He's making the mask. Kind of seems like a lobotomy based on where the screwdriver's placed. This game loves a flashbang. Kilk! I love Kilk. Coke and milk. No, Coke is a perfect beverage. It doesn't need any milk in it. No, the flashbangs. Well, every fucking game. Every goddamn game. Every goddamn game. Fatal Frame game. This is a nice palate cleanser after Dino Crisis 3. I like this Fatal Frame a lot. I'm gonna rank them at the end. Tomorrow's the festival. I get to put on a mask and watch the dance. Looking forward to get to see it with everyone. But I don't want to forget things like I do when I put on the other masks. The sickness I have makes things I remember go away. It makes people I can't meet anymore and people who died go away. Daddy's going away. Then I try to remember him. I feel scared. But if I don't remember him, he'll go away. The daddy in my head is going to die. I'm scared to remember, but... Uh-oh. We love a tier list. I think I'm gonna rank them first by like overall game and then like which ones had the best story. I like this story a lot.
人の感じ。さっきの。
A lot more than you like Silent Hill F. Well, guess what? Silent Hill F, we're gonna replay it. Aim for the follow. I got 100% it, man. This is the only one you played. 2 is really good. I would say 2 is probably my favorite. But this one, I might be my second favorite so far. 1 is pretty low on my list just because, like, it's okay. 3, I really like the story of 3. And then 3, I think, is a really cool concept of, like, going back to the house and whatnot. But, God, it needs more direction. I don't know. I have a bone to pick with that game, but I do like it a lot. But 2 is probably my favorite. I think 2 is most people's favorite. It's kind of like how Silent Hill is. Most people just love the second game like a lot. Like for me, Silent Hill, it's like Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 1, and then 3. You know. The last bit of 2 is a bit of drag. Yeah. It can definitely, because you're just kind of re-tracking back through the whole village. But I like how the ending is super bleak. And what else? I don't know. The 2 sisters are just like likable. Figure out how to use the small key with the blossom design. 2 remake? I would say 2 remake. I haven't played the 2 original in a very long time. Alright, so we have this small key, but I don't know where it goes. You like Silent Hill F? It's an interesting one for sure. I don't hate it. I don't love it either though. It blows chunks. Yeah, that's the one that you can't kill. It like chases you. That's 2. 2 is the one where it's like in the village and you're kind of just like stuck walking around the village. Give me my $500 back. I'm sorry, Ruka. I don't think I can take it anymore. When the detective told me about how he found you, everything I believe was shattered in an instant. He said the underground cave where you were found was connected to the Haibara infirmary. I asked Dr. Haibara to admit you to that infirmary so he could make you better. I realized now that was a mistake. And when I heard about the clothes you were wearing when he found you in the state of the cave, I can't bear to think that he could have been involved in all this. If he had anything to do with it, this may no longer be any place where we can be safe, where we can be at peace. I asked Mr. Kirishima to bring me to the place that you were found, down to the connecting passage of Rugetsu Hall, then down underneath the infirmary. The lift didn't even have a button for it yet, but even further beneath the first underground floor was the place. The expansion work was abandoned when it hit the old Primaville passage directly underneath the Moonglow well. The only light in this dark place was the thin moonlight from the well. My skin crawled. I couldn't stop trembling. I stood there and I cried. What happened to you? What could have possibly happened to destroy your mind like this? Mr. Katagiri said that when your memories are lost, you're lucky to be alive. He said the most important thing is that to help you retain the shaky grip on what you have left of your mind. He also said this to me. If you're allowed to rest in Velska? Oh my god, what is that word? I'm dumb. I've never seen this word ever. Hey guys, I'm stupid. I actually don't know this word. Konvelsk? What does that word mean? Okay. That's a new word for me. You will be able to return to having a normal life one day. Convalesce. Oh my god, it's convalesce. Regain your health. Convalesce. When you mustn't try to remember. Convalesce. I had no idea it was spelled that way. Convalesce. I mean, I don't hear that word that often anyway. I don't remember the last time I heard that word. Maybe in a movie? the horse. When you mustn't try to remember the things that happened before you lost your memory, you try too hard to do that, your mind may well snap again. You might even blossom. Now, it's hard for you to have lost these irreplaceable memories, and I have to make sure you don't try to remember them. To face the future, I have to hold your hand firmly in mine and move on. I want to make good memories. Oh, so my mom feels bad. A date addiction. A convalesce. Huh. Interesting. Sorry, guys. I don't know every single word in the English language. That was like a wake up. I remember when I was in high school, my Spanish teacher, this guy was like asking her a bunch of questions and was like, well, how do you spell this? What's this word for that? What's that word for that? And she was like, I don't know. And he's like, what do you mean you don't know? You speak Spanish. And she was like, I don't know every word in the Spanish language. Do you know every single word in the English language? And he was like, no. It was a big wake-up call for me. I was like, yo, yeah, that's true. I speak English. Doesn't mean I know every word. I don't know fucking shit, you know? We can't read! I'm guessing I need to go to the underground. Yeah. I guess... What's the quickest way to get to where I'm going? I gotta go outside, right? Fatal frame is spooky! I can write, but I can't read. I can read, but I can't write. Or spell. Oh, there was like, I passed, so I'm trying to find like things for... I don't know if we're supposed to fight her. This might be a runaway. Yeah, I was like, this might be a runaway. Okay. I was trying to find stuff for me and Grace to do, and so I've been like looking around just, like downtown and different bars and stuff, and I was like, they have like signs out right now because it's the summer. And there's a drunk spelling bee. There's a spelling bee event at one of the bars. You can spell a bunch of different words. You're not a bot. Isn't that so fun? Do you want to do that? It does sound so fun, right? I have to double check. I think I took a picture of it. I'd have to double check what day it is. But yeah, there's a spelling bee. There's a spelling bee bar. You already failed. I think it might be on Saturday, I think. I don't know. So we might miss it, but I'll double check. Actually, I can text Jeebus right now if he remembers. We can find it online. Let's see if he remembers. Junk Mario Kart? They don't have those. If someone enters sober and bullet booing them. Yeah, that's not fair. That's not what the game is. That's not what the game is. It's one of these rooms. This brain's outside. No, it doesn't. No, it does. It does. That goes around the corner. There's also just like a lot of karaoke as well, but that's pretty typical. I'm not a huge fan of karaoke. I don't mind listening to other people karaoke. I don't love karaokeing myself. I'm not a karaokeer. This goes here. I don't want to be here. Fuck. Unless it's not here, but I swear I thought it was here. Wasn't there a room here? Maybe it is this room. Freshman year of college. Oh my god, same. I don't like it. It's not for me. Okay, I think it's this room. Yep. Here we are. Oh. People are mad at me. Sorry. Sorry. Oh my god. Sorry. 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 I'm leaving. Sorry. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm dead. Holy shit, he did so much damage. Like 2 hits. Oh, the ghosts are ruining the vibes. What the fuck are their problems? Yeah, we're dead. Whoops. Sorry. Sorry. No one loves the whimsy. I love whimsy. Alright, we have to buy some health before we go down there. What's that? Liz, location of the dolls in the ghost list? Oh, I didn't know there were dolls. Alright. Alright, we gotta go down to the first floor. I'm getting tired. Twilight again? I don't know if it's gonna be Twilight. I don't know. It's either that or Dracula. Maybe Twilight though. Or maybe I get 2. I don't know. I don't know. More pilk. I have a whole thing of pilk right here. There's more than enough pilk. 15 inches? Damn. Damn. What if I just did both? Ah! I can do both. I can do both. I warned them. I said it's going to be a vampire movie. Whatever I watch is going to be vampire related. Get a little save there. A little save. Dracula is so good. I made Kimmy and Hal watch it. And what else? Twilight is just a big comfort movie for me. I love Twilight. I don't care what any of these bitches say, okay? I forget all. Wrong way? Twilight? Yeah. It's from 2008, I believe. Renfield? What's Renfield? Who's Sarah? Who's Sarah the Bone Woman? Huesera? Who's Sarah? That movie sucked. The movie blows. I hate that movie. It's like a big metaphor for postpartum depression, but I feel like they did it really poorly. You love that fucking fight scene. Wasn't it so good? I love the music in the first Twilight and New Moon. The New Moon? Oh my god. Best scene in Twilight is the baseball scene. The best scene in New Moon is where, oh my god. How do I... Well, do I want to spoil? What's her name? I'm blanking. Hang on. Do I want to spoil? I'm going to spoil. There's a woman and she's in the trees and people are looking for her and she's bouncing back and forth and there's like a music that plays and it goes like dun 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 and it's like, oh my fucking god, it's the best scene in the world. I don't want to spoil. I'm getting turned around all on these fucking stairs. I don't want to spoil the name. What's with the open sexism tonight? You guys are getting too comfortable. Should I put on a... He's like coming up from behind me. Not gonna pick that thing up because I don't care. Alright.
ここに入ることは禁じられている。
What is this? Like, what was that? What is going on? Am I just not supposed to fight him? Am I not intended to fight him? What the fuck is happening? I got the shot. That's not fair. I got the shot. I got that shot. Like, what the fuck? Okay. So I can't do anything about that? Like, what the fuck was that? Yo, fuck this fight. I am using weak film on purpose. I'm saving my good film for later. This goes to like 13 days. Or phases or something. What the hell? Even... Invincible mask? Yeah, what the fuck was that? Okay. I hate when he goes in the wall, because then I can't get him. Like, this is such a tight corridor. Thank you for the follow. Hey, fuck this fight. I don't want to use my good film because, like, we still have probably big boss fights at the end of the game. Do that. We were just complimenting this game. I know. What the fuck is this fight? Thank you for the follow. I don't think it would be as bad if it wasn't in such a tight corridor. Yeah, but I'm gonna want to achievement hunt this, so I'm probably gonna have to unlock all the charms and stuff, so I don't want to buy too much.
ここに入ることは禁じられている
Didn't make it. See, it's like a waste of film. I like wasted good film. No. Give it a follow. Alright, good, good. I think upgrading the camera helped a lot. Wait, so we can't get in here anyway? Huh. Okay. Hmm. Oh, excuse me. The game didn't like the compliments, no. Thank you for the bless. The white noise and they have in the combat, yeah. That and the flashbangs. The constant flashbangs drive me fucking crazy. Stop flashbanging me. I hate it. Stop it. Stop it. A faint tornado siren. Oh yeah. It's like Silent Hill 3 music. Silent Hill 3 music is just like metal scrap tossed in a metal trash can that's pushed down a hill. It's so bad. Make sure you weren't going crazy. Oh yeah. Is this supposed to storm tonight? I had a really bad storm last night. It was super bad. I mean, it was loud. It was so loud. And the power went out. It was bad. I love that song. Isn't it so good? Alright. What else are we exploring? Will I play Pragmata? I will, but probably not till next week. Probably not until next week, so I won't be playing it tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be Dino Crisis 3. I'll play Pragmata probably on Tuesday. Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Wasn't nearly as bad. Yeah, there's a tornado siren. Tornado season. We love tornado season. Huh. Okay, so I just... I don't know what else I'm supposed to... Was this not where I was supposed to go? Because now I'm confused. Also, this music, this wind reminds me of RE4 OG. When you meet the merchant for the first time. Maybe I can take my camera out and see if I can get something. The wind. I love wind sounds. Can't interact with that. All roads do lead back to RE4. It's a perfect game. It's my perfect game. RE4 OG, my beloved. Maybe it's one of those dolls from the journal thing you could buy. These dolls in the red kimono are called Hazuki dolls are a tradition of the Ruketsu Islands. The origin is not known for certain, but they are said to have some originated as dolls made by parents in memory of their deceased children. Oh, lovely. On some islands in the area, the dolls are said to be unlucky. Here on Ruketsu Isle, they are placed in the various different locations in order to ward off evil spirits. Okay. Hey, right guy. Masterpiece. Best game ever. Yeah, what the fuck? Okay, I guess there really isn't anything here. There's probably like some kind of document I didn't pick up or something, I imagine. Don't see anything though. Raichu number 1. Huh. Unless this isn't underneath the infirmary, which I thought it was. Oh, this isn't the infirmary. So how the fuck do we get to the infirmary from here? Can we go outside? This is the infirmary. That's where we need to go. Is it gonna let us just leave through the front door? Yeah, it says that. Okay. Alright, I guess, I was mistaken. I was thinking that they wanted me to check in the basement of the hospital. This isn't even the infirmary. This is just like where they were living. Okay. Well, we're going on a little trip, guys. We're going on a trip. Every time, I just thought of, every time I hear like, we're going, this is really cringe. Humble me, or no, yeah, I guess, yeah. Do you know, like, what's happening? What's happening? What's the noise? How are we gonna get to where we need to go? Do you know, well, isn't there a connection between, hang on. Isn't there a connection between this hall, like, how are we gonna get there? The cave. But how the fuck do I get to the cave? The cave's locked. Down to the connection pad underneath the infirmary. So Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. We love Fatal Frame. We love trips. Yes, what Frosty just said. It's super cringe, but that's like what I thought of. Well, every time I hear the word trip, I think of that. Going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, zooming through the sky, little line signs. Climb aboard, get ready to explore. There's so much to do. Little line signs. Yeah, whole song's still stuck in my head. It's like annoying. The two double door in the hallway you just left. What, like this one? No. Oh. Alright, we know where that is. TY. Dragon Tales, guys? Yeah, I watched Dragon Tales as well. I forgot how Dragon Tales goes, but they hold the little stone. I know that. I always wanted to bite that stone, the little egg. The little egg that they had. Was it an egg or a stone? I don't know. I think it was a stone. I always wanted to eat it because it was like rainbow. Just means it was written well. It was so cute, that song. Do you know that song? Little Einsteins? That imprinted on my brain forever. I wanted to eat that rock or that egg. Maybe it was a dragon egg. I don't know what it was, but I wanted to take a bite out of it. There's probably other things. I'm now trying to think of other things that were definitely unedible that I wanted to eat. What is it called again? What are you talking about? This song I sang? Oh. It's, there was a TV show when I was a kid called Little Einsteins. And they were little kids and they were really smart. And that was the intro song for the show. And they had like a little red rocket ship that would talk to them. And they would bring them on adventures. And they were like, they would do math and stuff. I don't know. It was just a theme song. Yeah. That was when I was like a kid though. I was like in kindergarten or like first grade. It's a long time ago. It's like over 20 years ago, that show. I can't think of any other theme song. I'm trying to think now. I think of the Scooby-Doo one. Scooby-Doo, got so much to do now. It's a good song. Fucking bars, dude. Oh, the VeggieTales song too. I guess those were like my 3 shows. Oh, I should have taken a photo. He's dead, he's dead. Got him, he's cracked. One shot. Hey, what the fuck? Scooby-Doo. I love Scooby-Doo. Alright, nice. Simple plan. Yeah, they did. I love Scooby-Doo. Reading Rainbow. Hey, Arthur. I never really watched Arthur. Watched a lot of VeggieTales, though. And Scooby-Doo. And Dora. Those are mine. Oh, I loved Rugrats as well. And Blue's Clues. I was a big Blue's Clues guy. Like, I had all their tapes and I had a Blue's Clues, like, themed everything. I was, like, obsessed with Blue Clues. So when Steve made that, like, that video a couple years ago, I think it was during COVID or something, talking to the adults, like the now grown-up adults that grew up with him, I was like, oh my god, he's talking to me. Because I was obsessed with Blue Clues. Blue's Clues. I loved Blue's Clues. I had Blue's Clues stuffed animals and toys and a blanket and pillows. I loved Blue's Clues. The little hands. Hey, Rack. This is the latest iteration? No. After this came Maiden of Blackwater. Right? This is the remastered on Steam. So this came out in 2023. But this is technically 4th in the series. And then the 5th one is Maiden of Blackwater. But they just had a remake of Crimson Butterfly come out a couple weeks ago. So I guess that would be the latest, most updated, like, graphic-wise. Would be Crimson Butterfly remake. I was a huge fan. That was my show. We were all very poor. Reading Rainbow, Author were both free TV. PBS was on the antenna. Yeah. I think I just had them on tapes. I had them on VHS tapes. Like Rugrats, I had it on like a VHS tape. And then Blue's Clues, I had on a VHS tape too. My parents garage saled a lot. And because I grew up lower income and then we were upper middle for a bit, and then now we're just middle. But I grew up low, and then a lot of them was just VHS tapes. I had like all my Scooby-Doo stuff was on a VHS tape. Yeah. And all my like Disney movies were VHS tape. I had the VHS tapes for Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. I loved that one. Not hurting anybody. These Fatal Frame girls just go piss them off. Well, they're attacking villagers and stuff. So they're the ones at fault. To try and make you cry.
Money. It's about sending
A message. Everything burns. Bax, you're not allowed to do that. You got me pilk. You're banned from gifting anything ever. Thank you, Bax, for gifting a sub. To TKZ99999. Do you think they're German? We'll win a lotto ticket. Interesting, this hallway just leads nowhere. There's like nothing here. That's very peculiar. Huh. 9? The Hex Girls, yeah. I loved the Hex Girls. And then when I was a little bit older, we did have cable and we had Cartoon Network, and they played the Scooby-Doo movie, The Zombie Island, and that changed my life. I was like, oh my god, I love zombies. You good, girl? I mean, you've been seeing ghosts literally all night. You good, girl? We got water. All that for water? We had a little cutscene for water? No, thanks, Bex. The Terror theme song stuck in your head from the Zombie Island. Isn't it so good? Oh, that's another thing I always wanted to eat was those peppers that they find in the kitchen. Oh, I always wanted to eat one of those. Alright, anything else here? I don't think there's anything else. Yes, yeah. It's like, oh my god. They look so good, and I wanted to go in that house. In fact, they were like or vampire zombie things. Like, they're zombies and they were like cat vampires. I was like, this fucking movie is amazing. This is my favorite fucking movie. God, such a good film. Eat the sandwiches. Alright, I don't know what else is in here. Maybe there's another door that I missed. That's what I'm gonna guess. There's a door somewhere. Totally Spies. Oh, yeah! I never really got super into it, but I did watch Totally Spies. I liked Courage the Cowardly Dog as well. And I've talked about this before. Cartoon Network had this website where you could game. And they would have like the Kids Next Door on there and like Teen Titans and a bunch of different games. And Courage the Cowardly Dog had this game where you were on the pyramids and you're in the dark and you're looking for things, and that game used to jump scare me so fucking bad. Oh my god. It scared the shit out of me. You forgot about that show? This show was scary. I have my own Courage the Cowardly Dog. I do. Hey, that show was fucking scary. That actually kind of got me a little bit. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, you spooked me. You spooked me. You win. My heart jumped a little bit. Oh man, that show was scary. We should watch that show after Mad Men. How long was that show, actually? I felt like I always had a different episode. Here's a for posture check. How long was Courage the Cowardly Dog? A great question. I feel like I was always catching new episodes. I never watched like the same episode. It was 4 seasons. God, that show was fucking scary. Some of those episodes made me so uncomfortable. Do you remember that cat that was in that domestic violence situation and Courage was trying to like take the cat away and it was like this big white buff dog that was her pimp? Do you know what I'm talking about? That show was crazy. That show was nuts. But I didn't know it was like a pimp at first. I was like, oh, she's just being abused. Like, oh my god. It had this spiked collar. What the fuck?
この匂いずっと時が止まっているような
Oh, stagnant air. I like her necklace.
私ここにいたことがあるなんだろうずっとここにいたかったような甘い感覚自分が溶けていくような
Oh, we did it. Alright, that was phase 6. Add more to the TV docket. What was the on the list? We have to watch Pit, Beef, Bear, Ready or Not 2, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Send Help. Those were on the, that's on the docket. And then finish Mad Men, which is like 7 seasons, so. Scooby-Doo and Courage. I love Courage the Cowardly Dog. The show's so fucked up. The space duck. And you didn't get any of the adult jokes and rewatching and realizing that's how it is with Shrek. That's why I love Shrek. I love the Shrek movies. They're so good. Private Detective Koshiro Kirishima wakes up in front of the Haibara infirmary. Where am I? Why am I here? Choshiro remembers coming to the island at the request of Ruka's mother, Sayaka. Choshiro was the one who found the 5 missing girls on Rogetsu Isle 10 years ago when he still worked for the police. Standing in front of the infirmary, Choshiro sees Yo Haibara, a suspect he had been chasing in connection with multiple missing person cases that took place on the island. Yo is the son of Shigeto Haibara, head of the island and director of Haibara Infirmary. Choshiro is certain that Yo had something to do with the girls' different disappearances as they were found underneath Haibara Infirmary. Yo invaded capture and the case was closed, but Choshiro would not give up. He handed in his badge and he became a private detective to continue his search for Yo Hibara, who is here now at the infirmary. Could Ruka be here too? With his instincts telling him that the disappearances, Yo and Hibara Infirmary are all related. Choshiro stands before the place where he found 5 frightened girls all those years ago. Oh, so he's a good guy cop. Here he goes. Shrek did such a great job. So good. That's how I feel about Megamind too. Like, Megamind is so funny even for an adult. So good. Goosebumps. Yeah, Goosebumps didn't age well. Well, at least the shows didn't. You ever know, I met R.L. Stine. He signed a couple of my books, and I took a picture with him. I met him. I was a huge fan of him, and I have probably like 60 Goosebumps books. Because I was such a huge fan of him as a kid, so I was collecting them. And I basically read all of them. So I've always been a little freak. Twilight Zone. Goosebumps is goated. I don't want to die in a place like this. I've heard the stories. The day of tranquility is here. They say back then some people came down to this place and they were spared. But not this time. Who did this? The right of descent. She's here. That woman is here. I saw her blossomed face. Her warped, smashed, twisted, destroyed face. Blossoming. Turn around. Okay. Why does it do that? Alright. Yeah, I was trying to quick turn and it wasn't letting me quick turn because I was like pressing in to like do this. It wasn't doing it. So I was getting frustrated. Fear Street? Did he write Fear Street? I guess you're right, yeah. No, he was always really good. But yeah, they don't have the same spark as an adult. But as a kid, they were great. Uh-oh. They got achievement! Sometimes it doesn't let me, Alright, perfect. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't let me do the circle thing. Hey, Cyanide, how you doing? Somehow you knew this is what would scare a kid, though? Yeah, he's so good. Do you guys remember what your favorite Goosebumps book was? Mine was Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes. Probably because it was my first one. And I got R.L. Stein to sign it. So it's like my precious copy. DJ McCall. Pendragon. Oh, I've heard of them. Oh, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Interesting. Welcome back, Ops. You got dinner. We love dinner. I got one more hour left of my my 12-hour stream. But don't worry, we'll be live tomorrow for a very long one as well. Not another 12-hour, but probably like 8 or 9. Forgot your favorite? Favorite Goosebumps book? The one with the puppet? Forgot what that one was called. But I know what you're talking about. The superhero. Found floating in Rigetsu Hall pool by a nurse. She was already dead from cardiopulmonary arrest at the time of discovery. Deceased reported to have entered state of agitation at the same time. Tsubaki Tono collapsed on the night of the Kagura and developed moonlight syndrome thereafter. Note left at the scene indicates suicide. Typical case of someone losing themselves at the Kagura and not coming back. Signs of budding harvest face. Harvest face? Jesus.
祭りも何もかも終わりだ。
Haunted mask. Oh, that one. I remember that one. Yeah, the Halloween thing where she wanted a scary mask and then it gets stuck to her face. I remember that one. Do you remember the one where it's like a haunted house or something? And her and her friends like try to put this new kid in the house, and then the new kid like promises their kids. He goes like, "Oh, well, don't kill me, like ghosts. I have like other kids that are outside," and the kids go in there and they die. You know that one? It's like a haunted house. Serious areas have been found in records concerning sudden deaths of patients. As such, the specified reports are to be destroyed immediately using the incinerator in the back garden. Okay, we gotta go to the back door. Hey Spooky, how you doing? It's been so long. You remember that one? It was like they were sitting outside this house and they were like obsessed with it, and then there was like a new kid that showed up and they were like, "Oh, like come out, we'll do this thing." And they would like push him inside the house just to see what happens because it's haunted. And he doesn't come out, and so they go in there to investigate to find him. And the ghosts are there and they're like, "Oh yeah, we let him go because he said that you guys would be here." Collapsed while performing the role of vessel during Rogetsu Kagura. Witnesses reported that she was already dead when they rushed to help her. Cause of death. Postmortem failed to reveal any disease or injury. Suspect heart failure, but this diagnosis is inconsistent with the condition of the body. Face could not be identified. Cause unknown. Fortunately, deceased did not blossom. Did rite of descent affect Kagura? Death possibly caused by mask. Okay. Bring back old memories, yeah. They did? I didn't know that. It says there's like a thing. Do you see that? The blue? What is it talking about? Do you see that? I don't know. I don't know. Interesting. One more hour. Wah, wah, wah. You have to switch on the power. Okay. I don't have a camera though. I'm so lost. Is this supposed... Hey, Manny. TY. How does this work? Alright, someone could backseat me. This is how it's supposed to work? I don't have a camera. And achievement. I don't know, maybe it's for somebody else. We got an achievement. Yeah. Yeah, we need to get to the first floor. Okay, well, I wish... So interesting. Okay, I don't... I probably need to do something there, but I'm not sure. Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. Cute. The yellow lens? You're great. You know that? This one? Also, hi! Okay, that's yellow. Thanks, too sad. Sorry you're too sad to cry. Your body actually used the same skin to heal. Oh my god, ow. Where is that? Control panel. What's that yellow? Like, kind of yellow. It's like a really light yellow. It's kind of greeny, though. Kind of looks yellow-greenish. At least to me it does. I think it's just because the blue is around it. Nice, Candy. Can I use this still? No, I probably should take it off, right? Yeah. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Alright. Where the hell is this control? Another fight? Another one? Oh my god. Jesus. Well, that wasn't so bad. That one was an easy one. Here's something over here. Because of the yellow circle when you take picture. Oh, you're good. It's yellow against certain things. I think just where it's dark. I understood what you meant, regardless. We've accidentally excavated out from the B2F lift into the Primeville passage, so work has stopped for the time being. In the past, we came up against the passage while building the room under the director's office. What the hell is he thinking? Taking the same kind of risk twice? The ancients of the island forbade the excavation of buildings underground. If the old Primeville passage is disturbed and then the moonlight won't reach. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. That's cool. Can I take a picture of her? My god. On-screen celebration? What happened? Did it already happen? Thank you, Andre, for the 10 bits. I know. Why is it... Why? Why the flashing? There are things I definitely like about the Fatal Frame series. Like, I am enjoying it overall more than I dislike it, but there are definitely things I don't like about the series. Like, all of them flashbang you throughout. I think the boss fights take way longer than they should, and the combat gets very repetitive. The flashbangs, though, they really get me. I really don't like the flashbangs. I don't enjoy that. The tinnitus, right? Tinnitus, is that how we said it? The ringing in your ear from like across the games. Not a fan of that. But there's things I do like. I like the story. I like the documents. I like the story and the world building and the characters and the environments. Like, there's a lot of things I like about it, but holy shit. We could work on some of those things. Hey Anya, how's it going? Yeah, that's the disc one. Grace made that. Grace made one for all of us. They're so cute. They should give you sunglasses 100%. It's so blinding. I don't appreciate it. Yeah, they don't care about your eyes. They don't care about your ears, and they don't care about your eyes. Yeah. I mean, it is an interesting story. I like this story a lot. I like the idea that there's like some kind of disease or infection to do with like the eclipse. I might like this one. They're still torturing girls through surgery, but it's a little bit different than the other games where they were torturing girls to like keep the gates of hell like hidden. I think there is still a gate of hell like underneath this building, but it's just, I like it. It's a little different approach. The other games, it was like, oh, we have to rip off the arms and legs of a fucking 6-year-old so that the gates of hell are closed, you know? It's like, damn. Do we have to, though? Who made that decision? Make the arrangements as scheduled for the 5 patients who are to receive special treatment. Note that some are outpatients. Use the room underneath the director's office to ensure no one knows about the procedure. It gains entry of the inpatients. Misaki Iso in 310, Ruka Yamasuki in 308 have the most potential. Madoka Sumori in 203 may be used. However, some doubts remain about the outpatients. Marie Shinomiya and Tomo Nanamira. Tomo, didn't she kill herself? Or no, it's a different one. You can't choose the organs for the rite of descent in the same way as they do for Rogetsu Kagura. This isn't a harvest dance in the damn village square. They used to be very careful in choosing the organs for the rite of descent. Only the vestal, obedient, impressionable will do. Girls who easily be made one with the masks and the music. The rite of descent is very serious business. Its performance and outcome affect the fate of our entire community. You can't afford to make any mistakes. The candidates must be perfect, even if they give you some pause. Okay. You've been falling for forever. I did take a break for a little bit there, but I've been pretty consistent for the past year or so. Maybe a little less than a year. But yeah, I took a little bit of a break there for a bit because of some personal stuff, but I'm been pretty, I don't know. When did I start being consistent? At least last year. At last, the mask of lunar eclipse that I have poured my heart and soul is complete. It is no overstatement to say that I have spent myself completely in this endeavor. It was worth it. I want to thank you sincerely for your support. The way to make the mask only became clear to me when you reconstructed the ancient documents of the lost rite of descent. You also solved the mystery of the materials to use and gathered them for me. The rite of descent will surely produce the results you desire, and the true mask of the lunar eclipse will... oh, they said the thing. They said the name will take shape. The true mask of the lunar eclipse... oh my god, they said the thing again. Is not the foul artifact that brought about the terrible day of tranquility spoken of in our legends. No, that disaster was caused because the mask made by my ancestor, Sotsu, was less than perfect. Thanks to you, the mask will open the door to the hallowed realm. But why would you want to? I don't get this. As I must perform my role as keeper of masks during the Kagura, I cannot witness the rite of descent with my own eyes, but I'm praying for its success. Why do they want to open it? Because people are getting sick? Or are people sick because of it? What came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know. The day of Kagura is close at hand. It's sure to be packed with spectators. There are even some famous people coming to the mainland. Opening the Kagura to the public not only improved the image of the island, but brought us wealth in many ways. However, there are only preparations to be made for the other ceremony, the one that they're having under the infirmary. The organs have been chosen, and the true mask of lunar eclipse has been completed. The rite of descent will return. The mask of the lunar eclipse is feared as the mask that caused the vessel to blossom, bringing the day of tranquility that destroyed the island. But by performing the rite of descent with the true mask, the vessel, my poor suffering daughter, will be cured. So this is how they're going to cure the... okay, so they had an original ritual, and people got sick, and now we've had this, like, moon syndrome, and they think that if they re-perform the ritual, everyone will be cured because the eclipse is coming up. The mask of lunar eclipse is our last chance to cure moonlight syndrome. The mask of the vessel causes the wearer to lose themselves, but the mask of lunar eclipse is said to erase all memory. So that's why we don't remember anything. Bring the wearer to the place of origin, purify them, and then bring them back to themselves, back to living. If the rite of descent succeeds... so why are we here? It didn't succeed? We're cured. If the rite of descent succeeds, my seemingly never-ending battle with moonlight syndrome will finally come to an end. There have been casualties. My dear wife blamed herself for our daughter's illness, and in her distress ended her own life. Perhaps she was better off not seeing her daughter end up like this. Everything I've done, my work, my sacrifices, the culmination of it all, my research, it's all for her. Okay. Do I have a favorite? I think it's 2. I think it's 2 remake. But this one, I really like this one a lot. I'm enjoying this one a lot. I'll tell you which one's my least favorite. Fucking Maiden of Blackwater. I'm gonna try it again though. I didn't finish it the first time I played it. Last year around summer, spring. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a year. Glad to hear that. You're well. Yeah. No, you're good, Anya. No, I appreciate that. Kind words. Yeah, everything's been good. Life's changed a lot. Better place now. Big old streams. Things are better. That's the name of the game. This oh. Literally said the name of the game, The Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. Oh, I said it again.
カルテがまとまったら俺の部屋まで持ってきてくれ。一応見ておく。霊媒体質の子は分かるようにしておいてくれ。男はいい。必要ない。
And mutated from whenever laid it. So they just think that the mask was wrong and that's why the ritual was bad and that's why everyone got sick? That simple? The day of the lunar eclipse is at hand. The day of the original version of the Rigetsu Kagura only left only to legend. The mask and music of the organs bring the spirits of the dead into the vessel, and she performs her dance to send them back to the underworld. This is the rite of descent. In accordance to the director's wishes, I prepared the temple of Tsukiyomi for the rite, but the organs, vocal, bell, flute, drum, and strings will we find suitable candidates for all 5 of them. If the women really fit to perform the role of the dancer of the vessel, and can we really perform the rite of descent right in the middle of Rugetsu Kagura? I can't shake off my doubts, but I have started to become fascinated with the rite of descent. It began when I saw it. The Mask of the Lunar Eclipse! Oh my god, we said it again! 3 times! Its expression manages to encapsulate the benevolent smile, the suppression of tears, a moment of unbridled anger, death itself, all at the same time. The more I look at the mask, the more I feel myself falling into its gaze. I must see the rite performed with it. No, I want more than that. I want to try putting the mask on my own face and see how it feels. It's too late for me to turn back. Okay. I don't know, guys. 3 times! They said they gave me the game 3 times! It's 5. That's not good? Yeah, that's the one that's next after this. Maiden in Blackwater. It's... We'll see. You know what? I'm gonna give it another chance. I thought it was just really boring. I don't know. You love 3 the most? I really liked the story of 3, but I played it for the first time before this. Was that last week? No, last week I didn't stream. It was the stream before. I just feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm a little baby, because I thought I wanted it to... I guess I wanted it to hold my hand a little bit more. I just felt like I really struggled going back to the house and trying to figure out where I needed to go. And maybe that's my stupid ADHD, unskilled, Gen Z, where's my yellow paint brain? I don't know. But I don't know. I play a lot of retro games and they're not super helpful with things. And I do okay with them. Sometimes I struggle, but you know, I'm doing my best. As long as I have a map, I can kind of figure that. If I don't have a map, I really struggle. Maps are like my favorite thing. If I have a good map, I can usually figure it out. Puzzles, you guys see me do them. I do them pretty quickly. It's not really I don't struggle with puzzles. Struggling with figuring out where to go. And I really struggled a lot with 3, trying to figure out where to go. It's a bit of a tough one it is. How long am I streaming? I'm just going till 12 hours. So I need to... I guess we'll follow her here. I love maps. I love a good map. I only played about 15 minutes of it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Apparently the story is fucked up, so we'll see how that works out. I don't even know. There's incest involved. So we'll see. Incest babies involved. Alright, yeah, we're going in the right direction. We're fine. The Guide of Three kind of sucked. You're lost many times, yeah. I did like the story though, and I did like the going back and forth to your home and the interaction, and I don't know, I really did like it. I just whew. Never holds your hand. You want to play, but you probably need a map too. Yeah. Games, I don't know. I don't 100% need a game to hold my hand, but just give me a little guidance. I don't need everything to be covered in yellow paint. I just, you know, give me like an objective and a good map. I can kind of figure it out. Like, I haven't looked up anything for this game. Like, there's a couple times we got lost, but I figured it out within like a good, 10-15 minutes. I figured it out. So I haven't looked up a single thing for this game. Because we have a map. And I can click here and it says examine I can figure it out. I know what I'm doing. Games that have shit maps and no objectives or anything. Oof. Come on. Especially when the environment is ginormous. Why are you being so cruel to me? Suffered from repetition. So I'm curious to try Silent Hill 4 again because I didn't really like it my first playthrough. I also got a really bad ending my first playthrough. It's also just a really long escort mission. I don't love that. Dear Choshiro, long time no see. I hear you're coming to Rigetsu Isle for work. I'm on the island now conducting some research where we'll be able to meet up. This place is pretty interesting. Its culture is almost completely unique. My specific research topic is masks. Mask-related beliefs of Rigetsu Isle are well known even on the mainland, but there are still many mysteries to be explained. Fortunately for me, this is the year of the Rigetsu Kagura, held once a decade. Many different masks are made for the ceremony. I couldn't have timed it better. If all goes well, I may even have a chance to actually see the masks being made. I'm planning to stay for a while to take advantage of all these great research opportunities. Do you remember my younger sister, Iori? She insisted on tagging along with me. She said she's really excited about seeing the Rigetsu Kagura. What a tourist. When I told her I knew a real detective, Iori said that she wanted to meet you, so when we got here, we should all go for a drink. We haven't done that much since we got jobs. Purpose of most Kagura masks is to make the wearers one with the gods as they take the appearance of them and perform the ritual dance. But the masks on Rigetsu Isle don't represent gods. In fact, there aren't any gods in the belief system here. Rigetsu Kagura also has its current name relatively recently. It used to be called the Rite of Descent. Descent represents the journey of the souls of the dead. And given the customs of putting the mask on the face of corpses, the mask on the island must represent the dead. The tradition of putting the death mask and performing dances occurs elsewhere. The masks represent death themselves, the forms of minds that have faced death, the shape and the soul of the moment one moves with existence to nothingness. The masks here represent the shapes of things that leave behind no lasting forms. The Rite of Descent used such masks. What function did it have in island society? I gotta take Sophie OUT. Is the mask worn by vessel? It was crafted long before the other Kagura masks, and its roots are different from any of them. The most prominent of them is the mask of the Lunar Eclipse. Ooh, we said it again. Crafted by Sotsu Yamasuki. However, legend has it that the disaster befell the island when the mask of the Lunar Eclipse caused the vessel to blossom.
I'm fucking rich now.
Cyanide, thank you so much for your tier 1. Thank you, man. You don't have to watch ads ever again in the rest of your life. Thank you. So its existence has remained taboo for many years. The mask-making arts of the era or Sotsu were lost for a time, but mostly the result of a disaster. Nothing is known about it except that it was black in color. The present-day mask maker, Soya, wants to revive the ancient arts of Sotsu. Perhaps the mask of Lunar Eclipse 5 times is ultimately said we both have mild cases of he has moonlight syndrome. They say it happens to a lot of people after watching the Kagura, and will have to be hospitalized here for a while. Now that I write the word hospitalized, makes it sound so serious, but don't worry, it's not that big of a deal. He's gonna fucking die. In fact, it won't even stop me from continuing my mask research. If you get another chance to visit the island, make sure you visit us. We could certainly use some companionship here. The other patients aren't exactly a black mask. When the dead return to the world of the living become as the dead. The mask made to become as the dead makes the wearer become death itself. I can't imagine what this mask is used for. It's a gentle smile like a Buddhist statue, but there is a primal emptiness in its face and the evocative of death. The particular kind of death. Looking at it, feel drawn to the depths of oblivion, terror and relief. It's beautiful. Mask of the Lunar Eclipse 6 times. I smash my eyes, I still see. It's still looking at me. Oh, so he went crazy. He went nuts. How is 4 compared to the first 3? I like this one a lot. It's good. I've decided that the film of Kagura is to be incinerated. When I am aware of the importance of keeping a record of the event, even considering what happened, there's something very strange about this film. At first I thought it was just damage to the film itself, but I checked again, and that's when I realized the film is showing a woman who definitely wasn't present at the time of the recording. I think she's dancing. Just to be sure, I had the other nurses watch the film with me. The second time I saw it, I could see her even more clearly. The woman is slowly becoming more and more apparent in the film. I could barely believe it myself when I came to the realization, but there's simply no explanation. I don't want to see it again. I don't even want to be near this damned film. I'm afraid I can't wait for your permission, director. I'm taking this cursed thing straight to the rear incinerator, destroying it once and for all. Uh-oh. Picture! They said the thing 6 times! Yeah, thanks again, Cyanide. No more ads for you ever again. I need to take Sophie OUT. I gotta take Sophie OUT. She hasn't gone since like 7, and it's about to be midnight. I gotta take her out one more time. Alright, hope you understand. I gotta take my dog out. Free living with an RE9 portion, an RE9 watch, and an RE9 coffee, and an RE9 food, and an RE9 PC, and an RE9 everything is RE9. Had free living with an RE9 portion, an RE9 watch, and an RE9 coffee, and an RE9 food, and an RE9 PC, and an RE9 everything is RE9. Everything is an RE9 portion, an RE9 watch, and an RE9 coffee, and an RE9 food, and an everything is RE9. Everything is RE9. Everything is RE9. Everything is RE9. RE9 Porsche. RE9 watch. RE9 Porsche. Everything is RE9. RE9 Porsche. RE9 watch. RE9 Porsche. Everything is RE9. Had free living with an RE9 Porsche, and an RE9 watch, and an RE9 coffee, and an RE9 food, and an RE9 PC, and an RE9 everything is RE9. Had free living with an RE9 Porsche, and an RE9 watch, and an RE9 coffee, and an RE9 food, and an RE9 PC, and an RE9 everything is RE9. Everything is RE9 Porsche, and an RE9 watch, and an RE9 coffee, and an RE9 food, and an everything is RE9. Everything is RE9. Everything is RE9. Everything is RE9. RE9 Porsche. RE9 watch. RE9 Porsche. Everything is RE9. RE9 Porsche. RE9 watch. RE9 Porsche. Everything is RE9. Had free living with an RE9 Porsche. portion, an RE9 watch, and an RE9 coffee, and an RE9 food, and an RE9 PC, and an RE9. Everything is RE9. Pad free living with an RE9 portion, an RE9 watch, and an RE9 coffee, and an RE9 food, and an RE9 PC, and an RE9. Everything is RE9. Everything is an RE9 portion, an RE9 watch, and an RE9 coffee, and an RE9 food, and an everything is RE9. Everything is RE9. Everything is RE9. Everything is RE9. RE9 Porsche. RE9 watch. RE9 Porsche. Everything is RE9. RE9 Porsche. RE9 watch. RE9 Porsche. Everything is RE9. Pad free living with an RE9 Porsche, and an RE9 watch, and an RE9 coffee, and an RE9 food, and an RE9 PC, and an RE9. Everything is RE9. Pad free living with an RE9 Porsche, and an RE9 watch, and an RE9 coffee, and an RE9 food, and an RE9 PC, and an RE9. Everything is RE9. Everything is RE9 Porsche, and an RE9 watch, and an RE9 coffee, and an RE9 food, and an everything is RE9. Everything is RE9. Everything is RE9. Everything is RE9. RE9 Porsche. RE9 watch. RE9 Porsche. Everything is RE9. RE9 Porsche. RE9 watch. RE9 Porsche. Everything is RE9. Pad free living with an RE9 Porsche, and an RE9 watch, and an RE9 coffee, and an RE9 food, and an RE9 PC, and an RE9. Everything is RE9. Pad free living with an RE9 Porsche, and an RE9 watch, and an RE9 coffee, and an RE9 food, and an RE9 PC, and an RE9. Everything is RE9. Everything is RE9 Porsche, and an RE9 watch, and an RE9 coffee, and an RE9 food, and an alright, thanks. Thanks for being patient. I just want to make sure that she pottied before the end of the night. I wanted to check on her. It's been a couple hours since I seen her. Alright. Everything is RE9. Yeah, there's hidden ghosts. Hi, baby. I love you. I'm almost done with stream, and then we cuddle, okay? Alright, I'm here, I'm here. Oh, nice, Mundo. Nice job, Mundo. Good job. You're fucking crazy. Thanks, guys. Thanks. We have like 30 more minutes for 12-hour stream. And then I go to bed. Which I think... What are we at right now? We're on phase 7 right now. Which there are 12 phases. So yeah, we'll definitely finish it tomorrow. Night night, Yanda. Thanks for hanging out. Get some sleep. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll finish Dino Crisis 3 and Fatal Frame 4. Alright, now, bum. It was my uncle's recommendation that brought me to Rigetsu Isle. At first I was quite apprehensive, but both the islanders and the infirmary staff have shown me such kindness, helped me settle into my new job and my new life here. I appreciate now what good advice my uncle gave me. I feel so lucky to be here. It turns out that this is the year of the Rigetsu Kagura, an important island festival that's only held once a decade. At the center of the Kagura is a woman called a vessel who performs a dance as an offering to the gods. I was very surprised when the islanders asked me, an outsider, to take the role of the vessel. They explained that the vessel should be a woman around my age, beautiful and impressionable. When they put it like that, how could I possibly refuse? It's such an honor to be allowed to take part in an ancient island tradition. This will be an excellent opportunity to express my gratitude to Rigetsu Isle for the happiness it has brought me. I'm truly thrilled. Before the festival, I have to take part in a purification ceremony where I bond with the vessel mask worn during the Kagura. Hearing about this made me a little nervous that I was when I accepted the role. Hope it all goes to plan. Yeah, this isn't gonna be good. Well, not good. I am gonna play Fatal Frame 5. My god, die! Hey, William. I'm keeping the ghosts at bay. Who else is gonna do it? God, they're invincible! It's kind of like Alan Wake. We gotta make this stronger because this is just fucking crazy. Is this like forever? What the fuck is this? Is this infinite? Is this an infinite fight? What the fuck? Good night, Mazza. Thanks for hanging out. Is that it? No. Infinite, like, yeah, they just don't die. And I kept thinking I killed them because they would make like a noise and then they would like sink to the ground. So I'm like, oh, okay, they're dead. But they would come back and I'm like, oh, they weren't dead. I don't know what that was. Like, I keep thinking that's a death animation, right? But then they come back. Like, he's not dead. No, like, that wasn't a death animation. Look, he's doing it again. But that's a death animation? What the fuck? If it's a bug, it's probably a bug, I imagine. Crazy. Yeah, I got so many points from that. Are you kidding me? Holy shit. I was just farming. So I can look here. I have a score. Look right there. I don't know if that's like my total or what. We lifted the curse. Alright, let's go see. Almost 1 million. We're just so good. Are you guys getting sleepy? Are you guys getting eepy? I'm getting a little eepy. It's almost EP time. And I owe another 12-hour stream. Another 12-hour stream tomorrow. No, it won't be tomorrow, but next week. I owe another 12-hour. And let's see how many points we have, just out of curiosity. No, yeah, that is... I thought maybe it was my, like, total points over time, but no, it's, like, the points I have right now. Crazy. Crazy. Does he have a costume? No. I give him sunglasses. You're reaching the end. Yeah, I'm tired. It's only 9 p.m. for you. It's midnight here. I'm tired. I need to sleep. Yeah. I woke up at 9:30 today. I'm tired. Not you again. Get back in that sink right now. I'm not fighting you again. Disappeared. You gotta go to sleep, Too Sad. What are you doing? You gotta go sleep. It's sleep time. Oh, no problem, Manny. Thanks for being here. I stream tomorrow. I'll stream probably around like 12 or 1 p.m. Eastern time. So around the time I started today. Alright, where do I get to watch my film? Is there? I know the film in the other house. Do I need to go all the way back to the other house in order to watch the film? Maybe I do need to go all the way to the other house to watch the film. That's the only place I know that there's a projector, unless there's one here. Yeah, I think so. This is where we are now. Oh, excuse me. So should we go to the exit passage? Oh. Thank you for the buses.
知らない方がいいこともある。思い出さない方がいいこともな。目覚めないのか。
Okay, I guess we're going upstairs. Yeah, I think we are going to the other building. Mm-hmm. Eepy! Eepy! I don't even raid out or just end stream. Just a black screen as soon as it hits 12 hours. Is this the way? This might be the way. No, I definitely need to go. We save.
Santa's coming to town. Santa! Oh my God!
AKA, how's it going? Welcome in, Raiders. It's a bad time to tell you I'm ending, like, in 10 minutes. How's it going? How was your stream? What did you stream? Welcome in. You know, okay. Clear Obscura? Cool, cool, nice, nice. Well, hope you had a good stream. Hope you had a good old stream. Oh, we're researching how these girls and women died. Things are not good. How was Claire Obscura though? You love that game? Oh. We're fighting again? Oh shit. Nice. Alright, that wasn't that bad. A lot of bosses, hell yeah. How's Fatal Frame? It was good. It's good. I like it. I like this game a lot. I like Fatal Frame. This one is really good. Alright, we gotta find clues about the priestess's death. We gotta find clues. We're looking for clues. You ever played this? This one's really good. I like this one a lot. In Night City. We're getting them. I upgraded my flashlight a lot. We're gonna look for stuff about a priestess. We're about to be at the 12-hour mark. Woo woo woo! Crazy stuff. I wonder where we need to look. Oh my god. Hello? Oh. Well, that was easy. You just fucking killed it right away. Okay. Well, that's good. Easy fight. Easy, easy. I guess we'll just walk around until something happens. Huh. Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, why did the Luigi's Mansion feel different than the rest of the Fatal Frames? It's obviously part of the same series. I don't know. I don't know, Ripple. That's a good question. Hmm. That was a secret ghost. I got the secret ghost? Oh, hell yeah. You're laughing at your own joke. Good joke. I wonder if I need to, like, go in the basement or something. There you go. Do I need to go back around again? Maybe I need to go back around again. The basement. The basement. Well, we're at 12 hours anyway. It's fine. At least we know that's where we need to go, I think. But we did it! And we didn't finish either of the games I said I was gonna finish. We didn't finish a single one. We're gonna have to finish both of them tomorrow. But we did it. There's 12 hours. I go to bed now. I go to bed now. Thanks for everyone hanging out. Some of you were here the entire time, you fucking crazy people. Thank you so much for everybody following. Anybody new today? I got tons of raids. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for subs, resubs, bits, backs. Thank you for food. Fucking crazy. Yeah, thanks guys. You survived the whole thing. You guys, some of you were here the whole time. Thank you for the follow. You guys are nuts. Tomorrow's also a very long stream. It won't be a 12-hour stream, but maybe around 7 or 8 hours. But tomorrow we're gonna be doing Dino Crisis 3, finish that. And this game. And finish those. I won't be doing Pragmata tomorrow. I'll be doing that next week. But thank you so much for hanging out. There's Discord. That's my schedule when I go live. My schedule's a little weirder now. So I'm going to be going live more in the afternoon than I am evening. So check the Discord for when I go live. Let's raid. Let's raid somebody. Let's raid somebody. Oh my god. Do you want to watch somebody play Pragmata? Any raid suggestions? You're so proud of me. Oh my god. No, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you around like noon or 1ish. And good night, guys. Yeah. Good night. Let's raid somebody. Let's give somebody a big ol' raid. A big ol' raid. Thank you for the stream. Thank you. Spicy? Do you want to raid spicy? Yeah, we can raid spicy. Let's think about raiding spicy. Alright, if you don't want to watch Pragmata stuff, you don't want spoils, don't go in here. But I'll raid spicy with 2 E's. That's extra early. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, the schedule's kind of changed a little bit because now I have loads of free time, so might as well go live earlier. You know? But yeah, Dino Crisis 3 tomorrow. Fatal Frame 4 tomorrow. I don't know if I'm streaming on Saturday. It just depends. I have to see what time Grace is getting here, and then I wanted to record, so it just depends. I might stream, I don't know. If I do stream, it'll be Haunting Ground. I'm gonna play that. Okay, say hi to Spicy with 2 E's. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again, everybody. I'm very lucky to have you all. Okay. Bye.